Hi friends, it's Miss Amelia at the library and I'm here today with a very special story time for you. This week we are going to be celebrating National Talk Like a Pirate Day. So one thing that I like to say that pirates say is Argh, and you can pretend that you have a hook if you want. Argh, me mateys! And so this week, Jen and I are going to read stories all about pirates, and you can pick up a take and make bag at the library, at either the Columbus Library or Saluda Library, that has the materials in it to make your very own pirate ship. So let's get started. This is one of my favorite pirate books called Pirate Girl. Captain Firebeard was the terror of the high seas. His ship, the horrible Argh, sailed faster than the wind over the waves. Whenever horrible Argh appeared on the horizon, the knees of honest seafaring folk would shake like jelly. Captain Firebeard had a fearsome crew. His helmsman was Morgan O'Meany. His cook was Cutlass Tom. Bill the Bald, Willie Woodhand, Crooked Carl, and 20 more terrible pirates just like them made up the rest of the motley bunch. When Firebeard's crew boarded a ship, nothing was safe. They stole the silver spoons and the captain's uniform. They stole the ship's figurehead, the pots and the pans, the hammocks and the sails, and of course, they stole all the cask of rum. But one day, Firebeard robbed a ship that he really should have left alone. On board was a little girl named Molly. Molly was off on a trip to see her grandma. The pirates leaped on board with an ear-splitting roar. Molly tried hiding among the ropes, but Morgan O'Meany fished her out. "What shall we do with her?" he said with a smirk. "Take her with us, you fool," bellowed Firebeard. "Her parents will pay a handsome ransom for such a little treasure. And if not, we'll feed her to the sharks." "You'll be sorry for this," cried Molly. But Morgan O'Meany rolled her up like a herring and tossed her on board the horrible Argh. When the sun had gone down, Bill the Bald dragged Molly to see the captain. "All right, tell me your parents' names and address, or else," growled Captain Firebeard. "Will not," Molly growled back. "If I told you my mother's name, you'd be so scared you'd cry like a baby." At this, all the pirates howled with laughter. So Molly was put to work. She peeled potatoes and cleaned boots. She polished cutlasses, patched sails, and scrubbed the deck. Soon, every bone in her body ached. 3 times a day, Firebeard asked her, "Name and address." But Molly just smiled. "Feed her to the sharks," roared Willie Woodhand. But Firebeard ground his teeth and said, "She'll talk before long." Every night the pirates had a party. They drank rum, scattered across the deck, danced on the ship's rigging, and bawled out the ruddest songs. But Molly had a plan. While the pirates were carousing, she wrote secret messages and popped them into empty bottles. When the pirates were safely snoring in their bunks, she tossed the bottles into the sea. Molly did this every night. One night, the pirates partied until dawn, but this time they fell asleep on the deck. Molly tiptoed over the tangled arms and legs and threw her bottle over the ship's rail. Splish, splash! It landed in the deep, wide sea. "Hey, what was that?" yelled Morgan O'Meany. The pirates staggered over to the rail. "It's a message in a bottle," they cried. "Bring it to me," shouted Captain Firebeard. "Now!" Pirates dived to the bottom of the sea. They searched and searched, but Molly's message had bobbed away. Soaking wet, they crawled back on the deck, cursing. "Tell me what you wrote," demanded Captain Firebeard. But Molly just kicked at his wooden leg. Firebeard turned as red as a lobster. "Now it's time to feed her to the sharks," he roared. But a cry from above stopped him. "Pirates!" shouted 10-Pint Head from the crow's nest. "Nonsense," scoffed Firebeard. "We're the only pirates around here." But he was wrong. A ship with red sails speeded towards them. A giant black flag with a skull and crossbones fluttered from its mast. "Who in the name of Neptune's beard is that?" stuttered Firebeard. "That's my mom," Molly grinned. "It's Barbarous Bertha herself," wailed the crew from the horrible haddock. Firebeard turned as white as a sheet, and his pirates rolled their eyes in fear. This time it was their knees that were shaking. And Bill the Bald's false teeth almost flew out of his mouth. The ship with the red sails drew closer and closer. Barbarous Bertha stood at the prow, swinging her cutlass. "Wait until she sees my hands," said Molly. "They're red and raw from peeling potatoes. That will make my mom maddest of all." Firebeard and his pirates groaned with terror. Soon, Barbarous Bertha, alongside the horrible haddock, her fiercest crew swung themselves over the rail with a terrible roar. "We're here at last, my pirate girl," cried Barbarous Bertha, throwing Molly into the air. "We got your message. Your grandma has been wondering where you were. Now, how nasty can we be to these nincompoops?" "Well," said Molly, "that's easy." From that day on, Captain Firebeard and his pirate crew had no time to think about raiding ships. Willie Woodhand scrubbed the deck, Morgan O'Meany and Cutlass Tom peeled vegetables from morning until night. Captain Firebeard polished Barbarous Bertha's boots 14 times a week, and Molly was finally able to visit her grandma. The end.
Stars up, stars down, shake your scarves all around. Stars up, stars down, shake your scarves all around. Scarves in, scarves out, shake your scarves all about. Scarves in, scarves out, shake your scarves all about. Right knee, left knee, shake your scarves fancy free. Right knee, left knee, shake your scarves fancy free. Right hand, left hand, shake your scarves with the band. Right hand, left hand, shake your scarves with the band. On your back, on your tummy, shake your scarves nice and funny. On your back, on your tummy, shake your scarves nice and funny. Scarves up, scarves down, put your scarves on the ground.
Hey guys, it's Miss Jen from Polk County Public Libraries. We're missing our patrons and seeing you at Storytime, so we wanted to read a few books for you that you can watch online. So I'm going to read one of my favorites that you might have heard before, Shiver Me Letters, A Pirate ABC. "Arr," roared the captain, "arr is not enough. We need other letters to help make us tough. Let's sail far away to find ABCs. Bring me back D's, E's, F's, and some G's." "Arr," cried the crew, "arr, we agree. Let's look for an A and a B and a C." They set up their sails and followed up the wind. Spying an island, they toothlessly grinned. Land ho, yelled the pirates as they rowed to the west. Capture those letters, let's make it our quest. Splash, the anchor went into an A. A bee floated by on the crystal clear bay. In the sand sat a cannonball carved with a C. They dug 4 doubloons and scooped up a D. E escaped down from one pirate's ear. His mate raised a flag and found F. Give a cheer. In a chest glistened G, all shiny and gold. H hung from the hook on a pirate of old. 10 paces north stood a huge ivory I. From out of the jungle, J jumped sky high. A K on a key slid under a shell. Far from the water hid landlubber L. A mysterious map with an M soon appeared, while one nimble N popped right out of a beard. They soon spotted O rolling into the ocean. A parrot squawked, P! What a commotion! The gang questioned Q as it quacked in its nest. Arrgh, cried the crew, when do we rest? Aye, moaned the captain, you slothful old bunch. Find the next letter or go without lunch. They saw S in the shape of a swashbuckling sword, then found T on a turtle as they hauled him aboard. The crew dove underwater, caught U in a net. They viewed V veiled in velvet, all soaking wet. A wave washed up W, sunburned and hot. Pirates explored to find X marked the spot. I spy a Y, yelled a shipmate, let's go. We've captured our letters, yo, yo, ho, ho. They went to the captain expecting a thanks. They showed him the letters, he showed them the planks. Arrgh, roared the captain, you walk these for me. Be off with ye mates, go rob me a Z. Arrgh, cried the crew, our work is not done. We'll search and we'll plunder to find the last one. And that very night, as they snored in their beds, zillions of Z's zoomed over their heads.